My name is Wes Avila. I'm the chef owner of Guerrilla Tacos here in Los Angeles. Today I'm cooking Baja fish taco, very reminiscent of something you'd have in Ensenada. The story behind this dish reminds me of my childhood when we would take trips with my family down to Ensenada. And all along the coast, on the Calle Libre, there's a bunch of different food stalls, and they all cook fish tacos. The majority of the time it's fried with lard and served with cabbage, nice dry chiles like the chile japonés. You know, those summer trips, the 4th of July weekend, it's a really good dish for the summer that's coming up. So I started cooking around the age of 25. It was a career change for me. I was a Teamster before that. For a long time, I worked in the same factory my dad worked in. I was inspired by my wife to change careers. I quit my job and went to culinary school, worked around a bunch of different restaurants here in LA, and it was around 2012 that I needed to do something to make enough money because where I was working wasn't paying me enough. So I started up the cart with my wife and just started slanging tacos. We came up with the name Guerrilla Tacos because we had to move from place to place to keep from getting caught by the police. It was before the street cart was decriminalized. You know, street food was frowned upon and the cops would come and shut you down. It was like guerrilla warfare, and that's how we came up with the name. So I did the cart for about 1.5 years. When I got shut down, I got a food truck, and then it just kind of snowballed and kind of rolled and rolled and rolled. And I had the food truck for about 4 to 5 years. About a year ago, I met these partners that helped get a restaurant going. The rest was history. So we're gonna start frying our fish. To make sure our oil is nice and hot, we're gonna get a tortilla and give it a little run. When we put the tortilla in there, what we're looking for is bubbles immediately. We're gonna pull that out, go ahead and do our fish. And be careful when you put it in the oil, so you wanna splash away from you, not towards you. What we're looking for is nice, deep golden brown. So if you have enough oil in there, you don't really have to turn it as much. And right here, we're doing it where it's a shallow fry. We're gonna give it a flip, give it some color, maybe 2 flips, and you should be good. So the best ingredients are always the best to use. If you got a farmer's market near you, use that stuff because it'll make all the difference. So now we're ready to warm up our tortillas. We got all our garnish ready, so we're gonna hit it with some butter, and we're gonna start with some very high quality tortillas. These are blue corn. If you can't get blue corn, that's okay, but just try to get a very nice corn. Season it on the comal or even a cast iron. You just want an even warming cooking surface. And last but not least, we're gonna toast our chile japonés. Just make sure that you have the fan on and your windows open because it can be a little bit spicy in the air is the best way to describe it. When they dry out, they're gonna be easier to crumble over your tacos. So now we're ready to assemble our tacos. We're gonna lay down our tortillas, throw down some crema, add our fried fish, put our slaw, some pico de gallo, chile japonés, the radish. We're ready to roll. What makes this dish unique is the added little nuances to the pico de gallo, using the heirloom tomatoes as opposed to just like simple Roma, adding a little funk to the cabbage as opposed to just putting a dry cabbage like how we normally would in Baja. We kick it up a little bit with some lime juice, a little bit of salt, a little bit of chopped cilantro, so you get the flavor nuances all the way through the taco in every bite. And now it's time to eat up. So I hope you make this recipe at home, and good luck. Come visit us at Guerrilla Tacos.